Why does this elephant come to the forest every night and wait for someone who never comes? He's waiting for a promise. The elephant who remembered a promise. Deep in a green forest, near a quiet village, there lived an elephant who stood very still every evening. He did not trumpet. He did not move. He only lifted his trunk toward the sky, as if he were listening for something no one else could hear. The villagers whispered about him. "Why does he come here every sunset?" they asked. "Why does he wait?" But the elephant never answered, because he was waiting for a promise. Long ago, when the elephant was still small, the forest was his playground. He splashed in rivers. He chased birds. He followed butterflies until he was tired. But most of all, he followed a little girl named Mila. Mila lived at the edge of the forest with her grandmother. Every morning, she carried water from the river, and every afternoon, she sat beneath the old banyan tree to read her storybooks aloud. That was where she met the baby elephant. At first, he watched from behind the trees, then a little closer, then closer still. One day, Mila looked up and smiled. "You can listen," she said softly. "I don't mind." From that day on, the elephant came every afternoon. Mila read him stories of brave heroes, kind queens, and magical lands where no one was ever alone. The elephant did not understand every word, but he understood her voice. As the elephant grew bigger, Mila grew too. One afternoon, Mila closed her book and hugged the elephant's trunk. "My grandmother says we have to leave soon," she whispered. "We're moving to the big town." The elephant felt something heavy in his chest. He did not want her to go. "I'll come back," Mila promised. "I'll come back when I'm older. I promise." She tied a small red ribbon around the elephant's tusk. "So you won't forget me," she said. The elephant never forgot. The next day, Mila didn't come. Or the next. Or the day after that. The banyan tree grew quiet. The stories stopped. Days turned into months. Months turned into years. The red ribbon faded, but the elephant stayed. Every evening, he walked to the edge of the village and waited. Rain soaked his back. The sun burned his skin. Still, he waited. The villagers tried to chase him away. "He's dangerous," they said. "He doesn't belong here." But the elephant never hurt anyone. He was not angry. He was loyal. Many years later, the elephant was old. His steps were slow. His tusks were worn. But every sunset, he stood in the same place. Children grew up hearing stories about him. "That elephant waits for a girl who never came back," they said. Some laughed. Some felt sad. But no one believed the promise was real. No one except the elephant. One evening, a woman arrived in the village. She carried a bag. She walked slowly. She stopped when she saw the elephant. Her eyes filled with tears. "It's really you," she whispered. The elephant froze. That voice. He lifted his trunk. The woman stepped closer and touched his tusk. Hanging from it was a faded red ribbon. "I told you I'd come back," Mila said softly. The elephant let out a low, gentle sound. Not loud, not wild, but full of love. The promise had been kept. Mila stayed in the village. The elephant no longer waited alone. And every afternoon, beneath the banyan tree, Miller read stories again. To an elephant who had never stopped believing. Because some hearts remember forever. And some promises are stronger than time.